Assalamualaikum to Miss Sarina and my fellow classmates. My name is Ahmad Karim Abdul Latif from RBA 2424A, and I am going to give a speech entitled The Rohingya Refugee and Asylum Seekers in Malaysia. Quote, refugees are neither seen nor heard, but they are everywhere. They are witnesses to the most awful things that people can do to each other, and they become storytellers simply by existing. Refugees embody misery and suffering, and they force us to confront terrible chaos and evil. Quoted by Arthur Helton. I have always sympathized towards the Rohingya refugees and asylum seekers. This issue has made me realize how fortunate I am to be in a peaceful country like Malaysia, and it has made my life much more meaningful. The Rohingya refugees and asylum seekers came to Malaysia, which on recent statistics from the UNHCR's website stated that as of October 2023, a total of 184,220 refugees and asylum seekers had registered UNHCR in Malaysia, with most of the total refugees consisting of 161,150 Myanmar refugees, where 107,030 are from Rohingya. This sparks the question of what will happen to them and why it is related to our country. So, how is this issue related to you? Firstly, could you imagine if Malaysians had to take refuge in another country because of an internal crisis? My topic not only talks about Rohingya refugees, but it is also related to us Malaysians. Anyone can be refugees regardless of race and religion. We take the question of what if Malaysian people became like them? Would it not make us repeat the same thing as them? We will learn why my topic is related to you. First, I will discuss the causes of why Rohingya refugee and asylum seekers migrate to Malaysia, and then the impact of their presence in Malaysia. Why did Rohingya refugees migrate to Malaysia? The root of the cause is obviously the origin country itself, Myanmar. As we know, the dominant religion of Myanmar is Buddhism. According to studies found in Wikipedia, the dominant religion has more rights and citizens vote upon its presence. The Rohingyas are mostly Muslims, which makes it hard to communicate, which causes serious disagreements and arguments that cause religious discrimination. The legal ethnicity and citizenship were not approved by the Buddhist community, and thus resulted in no legal documentation for them to stay in the country legally. When the Rohingya refugees started exploring to find a safe country, they were tricked by human traffickers to go to Malaysia illegally, as Malaysia is presented as a Muslim majority country that would accept them. Another cause is when a clash tragedy happened between the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army, or for short ARSA, police and government army. This incident caused the start of a genocide and the elimination of the Rohingya villages and its people. Stated in the news published by Channel News Asia, since the coup in February 2021, more than 2,960 civilians have been killed in Myanmar through crackdown following pro-democracy movements, with more than 13,850 people under detention as at February 8, 2023, according to the Assistance Association for Political Prisons. Now, we know the reason for why they migrate to Malaysia, but what are the impacts of their presence in Malaysia? Just by staying in Malaysia will make them vulnerable to many bad, irrelevant and cruel situations, thus putting our country in a bad light. Human trafficking, child marriage and physical abuse has gone up since they arrived, which mostly involves the women and girls. Without education, there will be irresponsible behavior occurred. The Rohingyas get no education as they do not have any legal documentation. We have not talked about their health yet. As they have no medical access to our country, it may result in babies being born and unable to get proper vaccination, and thus increase the unhygienic conditions and risk of infectious disease spreading over the normal lines. The arrival of Rohingya people got sympathy from the masses for only a short time on their arrival, as when they stayed in Malaysia for too long without proper and basic needs, the aftermath is more negative rather than positive. In a news published by New Straits Times, it is stated that the people in Semabuk, Melaka, have complained about the increasing numbers of Rohingya in the state, which caused discomfort among the people on the aspect of cleanliness, safety, and social relations. Over the years, they have managed to open a convenience store, unlicensed laundry, and madrasah. They seem untouchable as they have a UNHCR refugee guard that protects them. Some of them often get drunk and involve in fights, which causes disruption and tranquility in the area. In the matter of cleanliness, many of them will not clean up their own rubbish as they lack the discipline on it. There was also a viral video when some Rohingya kids went to ask for money but were not given. They then started to say bad words towards the citizen. This has sparked the thoughts of how ungrateful they are to be able to live in a peaceful country and did not realize that this is not their own country. To conclude, the Rohingya refugees came to Malaysia to seek for help after their hometown was ravaged. They then came to Malaysia to seek refuge. However, they were not behaving properly and caused disruption among some communities in Malaysia. Even though there had been so much debate on this issue, it is important to hold in high regard and be conscious regarding the refugees and asylum seekers. We should learn from history on the war that they face, as in internal conflicts, mutual understanding between citizens, problems faced by refugees, and made by refugees. So it is recommended to the issue of refugee and asylum seekers should be taken into more action by the country, government, citizens, and international nations to remain up to date and prevent this issue as best as possible. Finally, I would like to thank all the audiences for lending ears to listen to my speech. Remember, we should put ourselves in their places if we do not have the thought of helping them facing the crisis. I am sure it will benefit both parties. What is right we lead and what is wrong we fight. That is all from my speech. Thank you.